1994 on the L, BMW 318 Touring. With it being an L reg, makes this one of the later ones on a 1994 there. Bodyweight wise, going to start off the bonnet, work our way around this lovely 318 Touring onto the interior, and then we'll go for a cold engine startup. Up the bonnet itself, lovely and red all the way around. No big dings or dents. Very, very presentable, this one. Nice and shiny across the whole bonnet there. It's not pink in places, it's all nice and red. There's a few little bits, sort of if your nose was touching the odd little mark on the paint there, little bit of bubbling underneath there. But apart from that, lovely and straight across the whole bonnet. No major stone chips. There's the odd one or two. No lack of peel at the badge. Lovely and presentable, this one. As you come down the left-hand side, the headlights and the grille all intact, no cracks, nice and clean and tidy all the way across the front lip there. All lovely and straight as we come onto the left-hand side bumper corner and lower valance. Tiny, tiny mark on the top of the bumper there. No scuffs or scrapes on the black plastic. Really nice and clean and fresh all the way across that front bumper. As you come around the right-hand side, and again, no scuffs, no scrapes. All one shade of red, no pinkness at all to that. So we come up the driver's wing. Again, no complaints on the driver's wing. Really nice with the two cosine stripes all the way down. Around the arch, no corrosion coming through, no rust at all. A little bit of polish on it there. But apart from that, lovely and fresh all the way around the driver's arch. No rust, no dings, no dents. Up onto the roof and across the roof, nice and tidy across the whole roof. The odd light surface scratch where it's been washed, but that is all to complain about there. A few slightly heavier scratches here and there across the roof. No corrosion across the front edge and no corrosion at all around the sunroof. The seal's sticking up a little bit at the front, which you can't see. We've got the odd stone chip here and there, but apart from that, lovely and tidy and flat across the whole roof. Back down the wing mirror there, no cracks at all in the wing mirror. Nice and clean and tidy on both sides. A few little stone chips underneath the wing mirror there on the driver's door, but apart from that, lovely and tidy across the lower half section. I'll do the lower sill section so you can have a good look there. Nice and tidy on the bottoms of the doors. A very, very small amount on the bottom of the driver's door and the back edge of the driver's rear there. Nice and tidy across the tops, no heavy scratch around the handle or the locks or the trim, all the alley trims nice and straight all the way down the right hand side. So come around the right hand side arch, a very, very small amount underneath the paint there at the bottom of the arch, working your way around nice and tidy all the way across. The odd little mark there, a little bit of paint flick there. As you come further back, there's a few tiny bits under the paint at the back there, but again, not broken through the head of the paint, really nice and fresh. Down the quarter, no chips around the fuel filler cap. Lovely and straight and level down that right hand side. Rear bumper, right hand side corner, no scuffs, no scrapes, lovely and tidy again all the way across. As you work your way across the back bumper, no complaints again. Onto the left hand side, no scuffs or scrapes again. No valance, all nice and clean and tidy as well. Around the toe eye, looks to be good. As we come up underneath the lights, again, no corrosion in the seams there. A little bit of a mark on the bumper under the paint there, a little bit of paint left. And again, no corrosion on the seams on the left hand side. Rear lights are crystal clear all the way up. Nice and flat and tidy all the way across that little top section of the boot there. No corrosion around here. Windows nice and clear as well. A little bit of texture to the spoiler there, but lovely and clean, tidy across the tailgate. As I come around the left hand side, again, straight as you're going to find down the left hand side. Rear quarters lovely and tidy. The rear arch all nice and fresh all the way around. A few little marks in the paint further down, a little bit of bubbling just underneath the paint there on the front of that left hand side rear arch. Working our way forward and across the bottom of the door. Just a little bit on the bottom of the door there, but the way the body line is and it sinks in, you don't really notice it until you're sort of on your knees at that level. Lovely and tidy across the rest of that passenger rear door, no heavy scratching around the handle. And again, all the window trims are nice and clean, there's no corrosion there at all. Onto the passenger front door, again, nice and tidy around the locks and around the handle. And across the bottom, lovely and fresh all the way across there. I'll do the sill section once again so you can have a good look at that. Working our way forward onto the front wing. And again, lovely and fresh on the front wing with no corrosion coming through. And again, all one shade of red all the way around the car, which is nice to see. Very, very usable, these E30s. They run all day long. Onto the interior now. Black door card on the driver's side. No complaints at all about that. The seat itself, nice and tidy. Right amount of wear for the year and the mileage. Little bit of creasing with a bit of discoloration, but no heavy cracking at all, no splits, no rips, no tears. A little bit of thread just popping through there, but that is all. Really nice and soft as well, so not going to crack when you sit on it. Black carpet mat with the grey underneath, nice and tidy underneath there. Steering wheel's in good condition with a little bit of wear to the top right hand side. Dials are nice and clear all the way across, no cracks in those, all nice and standard down the centre console there. Lovely and tidy. Aftermarket head unit fitted out of a later BMW one. But lovely and tidy across the dashboard there. We've got a couple of little cracks on the dashboard on the driver's side and a few on the passenger side there. Headlining nice and clean, just starting to sag a little bit towards the rear. As we go into the back drivers, door card again nice and tidy, no complaints. Rear seats showing sort of the right amount of wear, no rips, no tears. Bolsters are nice, a little bit of creasing towards the front, but all nice and straight in there from the right hand side. Into this very spacious boot now. Lovely and tidy in the boot. The carpet's nice and clean, not had a hard life this one. All nice and clean in there. Get my fat hands into here. And again, lovely and tidy in there with the matching 5th correct alloy wheel. And a parcel shelf, which is fairly rare on its own. All nice and tidy on the parcel shelf as well. Left hand side rear. Again, no rips or tears to the door card, all nice and tidy. Lovely and clean and tidy from the left hand side on the seats. Again, a little bit of wear here and there. There's been things put on the seats, but no rips, no tears, no stitching coming away at all there. Onto the left hand side front now. Again, nice and tidy on the door card. No complaints at all with that. Dashboard nice and tidy from the left. Again, those little cracks that I pointed out before. Lovely and tidy up the seat, up the bolster there. Minimal wear once again. A few scratches to the insert of the seat there, but that's all we need to whinge about. All nice and tidy in there. Into the engine bay now. Nice and tidy across the engine bay there. All nice and straight. We'll come round and we'll get it fired into life. This is cold start up, hasn't been started yet today, so we'll see what that's like. Firing straight into life there without hesitation. Taking over nice and happy. And there you have it, the 1994 BMW E30 318 Touring.